So there's some drizzle on the coast. Tell us about that and how that's going to affect our weekend.
Yeah, it's kind of beautiful, isn't it? I mean, look at that. I mean, I'm loving the dry, warm summer weather, but that's kind of pretty out there at Newport with the soft, thick drizzle falling. 57 degrees. The wind is calm. Most of this will be confined to the coast, but we'll keep an eye on it. We could get a few patches in the valley. And here's drizzle in time lapse from that same Newport camera. I was so enthralled with the drizzle, I did a little quick time lapse of it there too. So there you go. We're riding the Newport camera hard tonight because we're going to come back to it again in a minute. It also got me thinking about Portland rainfall. When was the last time we had any decent rain? Well, back on the 6th of July, that's the last time we had over 1/10 of an inch. And I used 1/10 of an inch because anything less than that is pretty meager. We had 100th the day after the 6th on the 7th, but that's it for July. Just those 2 days, and we're up to 1700s for the month. This is basically our driest month of the year, so no surprise. So what about some heavier rainfall? The last time we had, let's say, over 1/4 of an inch of rain. Well, that was back on June 10th. That was also the last time we had over 1/2 an inch of rain or over an inch of rain, because we ended up with 1.42 inches on the 10th of June. That's when we had, if you recall, that rare atmospheric river, rare for June, and it just dumped on us and gave us one of our wettest Junes ever. So there you go, little rain redux here on the late news. 85 is our high today, 82 in McMinnville, 60s and 70s on the coast, and the 90s across central and eastern Oregon, where it continues to be high. As I said, coming back to that Newport camera one more time, it's kind of a cool sunset, especially the reflection in Yaquina Bay of the clouds that were rolling in. Newport was kind of on the southern edge of the marine layer cloud band here, extended down to about Lincoln County. But this is going to fill in all the way into the Cascades by tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning will be quite a bit different than this morning, and we might get some drizzle in parts of the valley. I don't think it's going to be as thick as what we saw at Newport, and it won't last very long. You can see there's really no reflection in the upper atmosphere of this weather system, but there is a system here that's rolling in and getting closer to us, increasing the onshore winds, bringing us cooler air and that potential for a little bit of drizzle in the morning. By afternoon, though, we are back in the sunshine, so not a big deal. You know, June is typically the case. We end up with sun even if we have clouds in the morning. Same thing on Sunday, clouds in the morning, then becoming really beautiful. And after that, just clear again. We're going to see one hot day. If you consider anything over 90 to be hot, well, Tuesday is that day. We'll climb to about 91. Otherwise, we'll be in the 80s. So a cool, pleasant weekend as this system moves on through, centered up around Vancouver, BC. And then in the middle of the week, we might get some thunderstorms over and east of the Cascades as a weak system moves in from the south and west. And otherwise, it stays really pleasant next week with temperatures in the 80s. Tomorrow, clouds at 10 a.m., clouds before that. Clouds clear up till about 1 o'clock, then they break up. We'll get into the 70s tomorrow, but probably not see the 80s this weekend. In Portland right now, it is 69. No clouds, no drizzle, just a really beautiful summer night out there. On the coast, we'll have drizzle again in the morning, or, on and off, and then becoming mostly sunny even at the beaches with highs in the 60s there. For the valleys, cloudy and some spots of morning drizzle. If you're going down to Eugene for the games, no worries, should be a great day. Corvallis 77, Eugene will be about the same. In the Cascades, morning clouds on the lower west slopes, otherwise sunny. So if you're camping or hiking this weekend, you'll have good weather there. Good weather in central and eastern Oregon. No thunderstorm threat tomorrow. And in the Gorge, good strong west wind for the kite boarders and the windsurfers, and lots of sun. For Portland, morning clouds and maybe a few spots of drizzle. Then mainly sunny in 78, 77 Sunday. Monday 86. There's that 90-degree day Tuesday, and right back into the 80s after that. So a little touch of drizzle. It's not too bad.
You know, Matt, I think we need to give the Newport camera a break. I mean, there is so much as too much of a good thing.
I was riding it hard tonight.
Yes, you were.
There he goes again. Thank God it's past a family-friendly audience. Okay, from the 100